You don't look like us. You don't say oh woo like us. Yeah, I know. Finally, we have a subject matter. The actual video here is called Are You a Racist? And it's from JD Vance, who's trying to get elected to the Ohio Senate. We got some fan art to get into before we get to that, but I have no idea what we're going to be subjected to. I have none. So, fan art first. Let's go ahead. Expired Popsicle dropped a Lamia Suris. Said, hey, I heard you like Lamia girls, so I drew a Lamia Suris. Honestly, this is very nicely detailed. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, this just looks really good. Also, speak of the devil, Expired Popsicle. Thank you so much for gifting 5 tier 1 subs in the chat. Jesus Christ. I didn't even realize that, like, you were here when we got to your fan art. But I don't know. There's a part of me that might actually go for a model like this at one point. I don't have the kind of money to make that happen, but it's cute. It's real cute. Next one we have is from the Mini Ace. I said it was too cute not to. I believe that they just now finished this. Not 100% certain. But we got a cupcake. Looks like a cupcake Suris inside a hammer holder. The next one we have is from Odie the Fourth. They said it's a big booba slime Suris sketch. Yeah, we're never going to be able to unsee this. Not even once. Not even once. As always, thank you all for your fan art submissions, even the ones that make my eyes bleed. If you want your fan art to be shown in a future episode, the best way to do so is to drop it into the fan art section of the Discord. With that said, this is going to be a short one. JD Vance. Come on, buddy. He was an American. So the first time I read this, I thought it said America's first conservative. But no, he's an America first conservative, which I know the dog whistle. Do you? Also, Lamia Suris can happen if you guys fund a Lamia Suris. Like, if somebody creates a Lamia Suris fund and gets a live 2D artist to work one, then we will do a Lamia Suris that way. But I do not have Lamia Suris money. And anybody who's ever, like, commissioned a live 2D model knows exactly how much it costs to get something like that. Anywho.
Are you a racist? Do you hate Mexicans? The media calls us racist for wanting to build Trump's wall. They censor us, but it doesn't change the truth.
Wait. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna watch the whole thing. We're gonna start it. We're gonna watch the whole thing 100% through. No interruptions.
Are you a racist? Do you hate Mexicans? The media calls us racist for wanting to build Trump's wall. They censor us, but it doesn't change the truth. Joe Biden's open border is killing Ohioans, with more illegal drugs and more Democrat voters pouring into this country. This issue is personal. I nearly lost my mother to the poison coming across our border. No child should grow up an orphan. I'm JD Vance, and I approve this message because whatever they call us, we will put America first.
So, let's go ahead and talk about that. Do you think Ohio is being affected by illegal immigration from Mexico? Okay, let's first hear. His mother was a white trash junkie. Wait a minute. What does he mean by the poison coming over the border? What does he mean by that? Also, can we talk? For those who are not in America and might not know, where the fuck Ohio is, here, let me just... Ohioans, they are not affected by border crossing. They're not. They're not. Look at where Ohio is. Ohio is almost as north as New York. Believe me, illegal immigrants coming across the border, they are not fucking affecting Ohio at all. There's no... Yeah, no, he would have to be talking about he would have to be talking about Canada. But if he was talking about Canada, he wouldn't have begun his statement with, "Do you hate Mexicans? Do you hate Mexicans?" I actually, okay, look, if I didn't think that it would get me hit with a Twitch TOS, I would be very tempted to take that and use that as an actual, like, if somebody donates, it would just go, "Do you hate Mexicans?" But I know Twitch TOS would hate that, and honestly, the joke isn't even that great anyway. But seriously, the point that people in Ohio are severely affected by people coming across the border, you know, all the way fucking down here, is a bit rich. It's a bit rich. Now, there's a little more to talk about there. Let's actually talk about what happens with illegal immigration. So, illegal immigrants... Jesus, Baba is really horny. Illegal immigrants in the United States have a much lower tendency to actually engage in criminal activity, especially any type of very, very harmful illegal activity. It is very unlikely that an illegal immigrant will engage in that shit. You know why? Because getting in trouble with the law gets you not a slap on the wrist, but deported back to the border. So the likelihood of them doing terrible things is much, much, much lower. Two, they're actually really good for the economy. And I'm not even shitting you. Like, I'm sure there's somebody who's going to be in the comment section, actually, no, they're taking our jobs. Bullshit, you idiot. You didn't actually want that job to begin with. Whoa, nor why deportation is a disincentive against crime. Crazy. Yeah, I know, right? And... the whole right is running on this idea of protecting the ethnic and culture purity of the United States. So, just a very quick, you could literally just Google search very quickly. Research shows that undocumented immigrants increase the size of the United States economy and contribute to economic growth, enhance the welfare of natives, contribute more in tax revenue than they collect, reduce American firms' incentives for offshore jobs, and import foreign-based goods and benefit consumers. If you want to truly be America first, then you let immigrants in, because immigration, especially undocumented immigrants, do nothing but help the United States economy. Nice caps lock. Dude, caps lock is cruise control for cool. So I'm glad they're helping the economy, but it's bullshit that they're basically slaves. So I get that point. But let me give the perspective from somebody in Georgia, right? A lot of your workers in Georgia who are undocumented workers, usually here, you tend to find them in construction, and they are not getting paid slave wages. I'll just say that. I actually have I have a couple of friends who had a lot of investment in everything that was going on with the Dreamers stuff. Back in the day, and they left their management positions to work in construction. The money is not that bad, especially for the cost of living here in Georgia. I'm sure that there are instances where, yes, they are being exploited, 110%. I agree that's a thing that does and can happen. But my point is that their point about them being bad for the United States economy, being bad for, like, being a bad thing here is just flat out incorrect. Sarah Chiguri says, the way I understood what he was saying the foreigners were the poison coming across the border, polluting the American bloodline. So I don't know if I would really hold him to the polluting the American bloodline thing. Like, obviously, people like this believe in the one drop shit, right? Where all you need is like a drop of colored blood, and then suddenly the line is not pure anymore. But you know, this is where you get the fun Alabama jokes like, "Our blood's so pure, we try to keep it all in the family. Gotta keep the genes perfect." Like, you get shit like that. I don't know what the point was when he said that they're bringing poison here. The way that I see it, it could either be, you know, Sarah Chikorita's point of it being a call to action about breeding, Or alternatively, it could be a dog whistle about drugs. Easily. And Suris lands a voice roll for Grand Theft Auto 5 Redneck. Well done. Purple Maggot, I hope you know. I will land all the redneck voice lines. Maybe you didn't realize, but I grew up in the South. I've been here a long time. When you hear the banjos, that's the time to run. We can smell northern blood. Blood so pure, it's not just our 12 toenails that are ingrown. Jesus. I have too. I have a good one, but you got that throat whistle shit. Looky here. Don't forget they hated Italians too. They didn't hate Italians. They love pizza. This all just sounds racist. It does. Like, the ad is called Are You a Racist? It begins with Do You Hate Mexicans? And I know that the idea is him going, you don't actually hate Mexicans. You don't like you. It's not that, obviously. It's that you care about American domestic security. You don't, you're not actually racist. Trust me, bro. My sources, trust me, bro. You're not a racist. You just want America to be first. That's all. I know that was the point of the video, but the actual end result was something pretty fucking awful. I wonder, I'm gonna look at the comment section of this. Let's see what we got here. Oh, goddamn it, Purple Maggot. Go on, get here. Go on, get back to me. Go on back to Mexico. Jesus Christ, I can't do that voice like that, saying shit like that without just breaking character. So a lot of supporters will say yes to Do You Hate Mexicans? Yeah, and I love that he literally goes in saying they all vote Democrat, and that's bad. We don't want them here. They vote Democrat. Almost as if it's an admittance that while the two-party system in the United States blows ass, at the very least, a lot of minority groups understand that the Democrats are better for them than the Republicans, just to be fair. Liska Day Babbitt, thank you for redeeming your points for Hara Hara. Goddamn degenerate. Said if they want all the immigrants and their lives to live in America, they would only end up having indigenous people. Well, yeah, Native Americans would be all that's left. Said you're with Bernie, independent or bust. I mean, Bernie doesn't run as an independent, though. He runs as a Democrat. And, like, I'm sure that the whole, like, designated survivor narrative of the independent is the only, like, pure person that who can actually be in politics. No. It really ignores reality. Remember, in that show, it literally took every member of the United States government on Capitol Hill being killed simultaneously to bring about that end. So did you just hear a southern drawl, ara ara, from your kitchen? Yes, you did. How about a southern, that word? No, you won't get that out of me. I want to look at these comments real quick. Said, hard to believe this isn't parody. This is the best SNL sketch in years. I never knew Ohio shared a border with Mexico. Yeah, fucking right? Can't believe he can say this with a gleaming smile on his face. Had me dying of laughter and disbelief. I'll give him that. Woman steals American-made opioids from work after becoming addicted following treatment. Man, can't believe that. Is that what he's talking about? Did his okay, so it was the drugs one. It was the drugs one. Oh, I feel bad. Anybody that has to deal with an addiction, that shit is awful. It is hard to kick shit. But at the same time, you can't just be like, this personal choice my mother made that was poor, and that she suffered for, it's actually the Mexicans' fault. Because my mom would never make a mistake, except for me. The fastest way to spray for roaches in the political system would be to bar Congress critters from trading stocks. Yeah. Did you see that Marjorie Taylor Greene's been doing some awkward stock trading? Said his mom smuggled drugs from her work. She was a nurse. Okay, so it wasn't the Mexicans. Said low blow, but just high enough. Meh. His mom would roller skate around the hospital high. What the fuck? Professor Glaceon, is that you trying to make me do that in a southern drawl? Look, I'll have you know, Professor Glaceon, we don't like your kind around here. You may not like us, but we like to keep it all in the family, okay? You don't look like us. You don't say, oh, whoa, like us. There. We did it. We did it, Reddit. Are you happy now? Mom and your dad met through a drug dealer? Jesus. Is it odd that the standard GOP talking point on drugs was that it was a lifestyle choice made by the weak? Oh, you're calling your mother weak? I'm sure she'll appreciate that. Bruh, he's written worse about his mother. If you're a racist, then I want your vote. JD Vance for Senate. Yep. Vote for me. They say I'm a racist, and here are some dog whistles, and my mom's a junkie. Yeah, fucking Jesus. I did find it amusing. She called the police that Jimmy Kimmel mocked her. Jesus Christ. I'd love to hear it twice more when I get 100K at 2 points. Did you just get a free one? No, Professor Glaceon spent all of their channel points for it. Jesus. Why is this like a... I don't get it. This is just a Republican thing now. I mean, it's been that way for a while, I guess. The death of a euphemism is a pretty well documented thing. But come on, this is so bad. But anywho, she wanted Capitol Police to help with a history of mocking them. Just shoot me. I live in, I understand that the whole clown world thing is supposed to be a dog whistle and it's uttered in the most like deplorable of spaces, but come on. Some of our politicians really do forget to put on their makeup in the morning. America's in an awful state, but you're probably fine. So this is who 40% of the country support. Yep. Oh, I'm well aware. I'm well aware. He lives in America and he's Jewish. Ah, you have to remember though, a lot of this hatred, vitriol, and idiocy tends to be relegated to online spaces. There are plenty of instances of things going south for minority groups outside of that, but you do have to remember you can be safe in a lot of places in America. The whole place is not like fucked. So Jack Saint's a streamer. YouTube SAS lives in Hollow. He's fine. Your BF is fine. Yeah. Like Ohio's also like it's north enough. It's north enough. It'll be okay. Don't let doomerism destroy your outlook. Don't. That apparently a judge can block a re-election because of the no insurrection clause. I hope so. I sincerely hope so. Super Spartan, thank you for redeeming your points for an owl. That's the right side of the family. All this hatred is usually performative. It's like wrestling. Only occasionally you run the risk of a lunatic who thinks it's real getting in, like Marjorie Green. Yup. Alrighty. With that said, let's go ahead and close this one out. I know it was short. We dragged this on with just other conversation a lot. Jesus Christ. Anywho, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I want to know what y'all think. What you thought of this performative idiocy here. Souther drink, then again, that's just alcohol. Thank you for the redeem, Axolotl stream. I'll go ahead and hydrate. As always, everybody, if you want to support this channel and what I do, hit the subscribe button, like if you haven't already. Check out my Patreon if you want to do a little more direct support, and you'll also get some behind-the-scenes footage by doing so. I tend to shoot a lot of that stuff in the later portions of the month instead of earlier in the month like I should, and that's a me thing, and I'm sorry about that. But if you are on Patreon, you will also get access to the exclusive Twitter group that is built just for Patreon members. So there's that as well. Anyways, if you enjoyed, let me know in the comment section below. If you didn't, you've already typed out a hate comment anyway. As always, everyone, insert end of video tagline here.